Well, I guessing it'd be about time to get this warmed up and going. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Oh, now, how be this get to working again?
Press the button.
Which
no,
button?
No, not that one.
Not this
The
one.
left.
That one.
No, your other left.
This other one.
Oh,
Which one are you talking about?
I meant the right. No,
What-
but
what
not
are you-
that big red one.
The-
The
this
other
way.
red button.
Not-
Just not the big, happy, shiny one.
You mean the one I just pushed?
Yeah, for crying out
Oh,
loud. You
right.
don't know what you're doing.
I
For
know
the
perfectly
love
well
of
what I'm doing.
Not that button. For crying out loud. You just sit here on your patootie. You play
Well,
with your buttons. I go make coffee.
You do that, but don't slam the door. Welcome to the captain's quarters, and I be your host, the captain. Well, we are setting sail into waters deep and realms that drive men mad. Now then, for the next 2 hours, laying in a course that will be taking us straight towards the witching hour. And as ye be knowing, it'd be better to be a bit touched in the head when the clocks be chiming for that ill-fated and vaulted hour. To better prepare ye, me've gone to the trouble of putting together some strange and odd little ditties that'll twist your noggin and adjust your reality just in the right and proper way. Now, but our very first port of call is from our friends, Billy and the Boingers. Bill the cat is on tongue. Opus is bringing up the rear with his banging tuba solo. And by the by, Opus be a penguin. Now, here be Billy and the Boingers.
Just a minute, gang. Oh, baby.
Suffering is here, life is Skittles and life is beer. I think the loveliest time of the year is the spring. I do, don't you? Of course you do. But there's one thing that makes spring complete for me and makes every Sunday a treat for me. All the world seems in tune on a spring afternoon when we're poisoning pigeons in the park. Every Sunday you'll see my sweetheart and me as we poison the pigeons in the park. When they see us coming, the birdies all try and hide, but they still go for peanuts when coated with cyanide. The sun's shining bright, everything seems all right when we're poisoning pigeons in the park. We've gained notoriety and caused much anxiety in the Audubon Society with our games. They call it impiety and lack of propriety and quite a variety of unpleasant names. But it's not against any religion to want to dispose of a pigeon. So if Sunday you're free, why don't you come with me and we'll poison the pigeons in the park? And maybe we'll do in a squirrel or two while we're poisoning pigeons in the park. We'll murder them all amid laughter and merriment, except for the few we take home to experiment. My pulse will be quickening with each drop of strychnine we feed to a pigeon. It just takes a smidgen to poison a pigeon in the park.
Hi. Welcome back again. We went from a little bit of Billy and the Boingers with I'm a Boinger right into poisoning pigeons in the park. A little Tom Lehrer for y'all. Now, whatever you be doing, whatever you thinking, don't be a-telling me babushka about poisoning pigeons in the park, or she'll be having ideas for dinner. But what we got to be doing now is heading right into a wonderful old classic, a little Abbott and Costello. Who's on first here on the captain's quarters?
Hey, Abbott!
What do you want, Costello?
Now, look, Abbott, I understand that you're going to be the manager of the Lou Costello Junior Youth Foundation baseball team.
Yes, we just organized the thing.
Oh, you did?
Sure.
Well, I'd like to play on the team myself. You know, I know something about baseball.
Well, that would be accomplished.
Well, I'd like to know some of the guys' names on the team, so when I meet them on the street or in the ballpark, I'll be able to say hello to them.
Why, surely I'll introduce you to the boys. Did you know, strange as it may seem, they give these ball players nowadays very peculiar names.
You mean funny names?
Nicknames, pet names, like Dizzy Dean,
Brother Daffy?
Daffy Dean, and
I'm their French cousin.
French cousin.
Goofy.
Goofy. Well, now, let's see. We have on the bags, we have who's on first, what's on second, I don't know who's on third.
That's what I want to find out.
What silly name? I say who's on first, what's on second, I don't know who's on third.
Are you the manager?
Yes.
You know the fellow's name?
Well, I should.
Well, then who's on first?
Yes.
I mean the fellow's name.
That's it.
That's who?
Yes.
Well, go ahead and tell me.
Who?
The guy on first.
Who?
The first baseman.
Who?
Have you got a first baseman?
Who is on first?
I'm asking you who's on first.
That's the man's name.
That's whose name?
Yes.
Now tell me who's on first.
That's right.
I want to know what's the guy's name on first base.
No, what's on second
I'm
base?
not asking you who's on second.
Who is on first?
I don't know.
He's on third. Now, we're not mentioning third. Now, let's get together.
How did I get on third base?
You happen to mention his name.
If I mention a third baseman's name, who did I face playing third base?
No, who is playing first?
I'm not asking you who's on first.
Who is on first?
I'm asking you what's the guy's name on third.
What is on second?
Who's on second?
Who's on first?
I don't know.
He's on third.
There I go, back on third again.
Well, I can't change their name.
You got a first baseman?
Absolutely.
When you pay him off every month, who gets the money?
Every dollar of it. Why not? The man's entitled to it.
Who is?
Yes.
So who gets it?
Sure he does. Sometimes his wife comes down and collects it.
Whose wife?
Yes.
Well, all I'm trying to find out is what's the guy's name on first base?
Listen, what is on second base?
I'm not asking you who's on second.
Who is on first?
I don't know. Third
base.
I
Yes.
pick it up. You got an outfield?
Well, surely.
The left fielder's name.
Why?
I just thought I'd ask.
Well, I just thought I'd tell you.
Then tell me who's playing left field.
Who is playing first?
Stay out of the infield.
Don't mention the names out here.
I want to know what's the left fielder's
What
name.
is on second?
I'm not asking you who's on second.
Who's on first?
I don't know.
Third
Third base.
base.
Look, the left fielder's name.
Why?
Because.
Oh, he's center field. Well, you know these players as well as I do.
Look, you got a pitcher on the team.
Wouldn't this be a fine team without a pitcher?
The pitcher's name.
Tamara.
You don't want to tell me the date?
I'm telling you, man.
Then go ahead.
Tamara.
What time?
What time what?
What time tomorrow you're going to tell me who's pitching?
Now, listen. Who is
Now
not...
break your arm, you say who's on first.
Ah,
I want to know what's the pitcher's
What's
name.
on second?
I don't know. Third
Third
base. You got a catcher catcher?
Charlie.
The catcher's name.
Today.
Today, and tomorrow's pitching.
Now you've got it.
Now I've got it. I don't even... Look, all we got is a couple of days on it.
I can't help that.
A couple of
Don't
days.
get excited now.
Who's getting
Take
excited?
it easy. Take it easy.
You know, I'm a pretty good catcher myself.
Well, then tell me.
Now, I'll catch today, myself.
all
I'm going
right.
to catch.
Yes.
And tomorrow's pitching on a team.
Yes.
Now, tomorrow throws the ball, and the guy up bunts the ball.
Yes.
Now, when he bunts the ball, me being a good catcher, I want to throw the guy out of first base, so I pick up the ball and throw it to who?
Now, that's the first thing you've said right.
I don't even know what I'm talking about.
Well, that's all you have to do.
Is to throw the ball to first base.
Yes.
Now, who's got it?
Naturally.
If I throw the ball to first base, somebody's got to get it.
Yes.
Now, who's got it?
Naturally.
Naturally?
Naturally.
Oh, so I throw the ball to naturally.
You do nothing of the kind. You throw the ball to who?
Naturally.
That's it.
That's what I said.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Now,
Did I throw the ball to naturally?
But you don't.
I throw it to who?
Naturally.
That's what I'm saying.
You're not thinking that way.
I throw the ball to who?
Naturally.
You ask me.
You throw the ball to who?
Naturally.
Well, say
Same as you.
Just say that.
I throw the ball to who?
That's
Naturally.
Naturally.
Now, whoever it is drops the ball, so the guy runs a second.
Yes.
Who picks up the ball and throws it to what? What throws it to I don't know. I don't know throws it back to tomorrow. Triple play.
Yes.
Another guy gets up and it's a long fly ball to be called. Why? I don't know. He's on third, and I don't give a darn.
What'd you say?
I said, I don't give a darn.
Oh, that's our shortstop.
Aye, I think we all have that one wee friend that'll drive you just about insane. He never tells you a lie, but his truths are always a bit weirder than possibility. Now, I just wanted to tell you, we have a wonderful little ditty coming up now called Shaving Cream. Every time you feel like you should be cursing and twisting the world around, just remember, a little shaving cream goes an awful long way.
I have a sad story to tell you. It may hurt your feelings a bit. Last night when I walked into my bathroom, I stepped in a big pile of shaving cream. Be nice and clean. Shave every day and you'll always look keen. I think I'll break off with my girlfriend. Her antics are queer, I'll admit. Each time I say, darling, I love you, she tells me that I'm full of shaving cream. Be nice and clean. Shave every day and you'll always look keen. Our baby fell out of the window. You think that her head would be split, but good luck was with her that morning. She fell in a barrel of shaving cream. Be nice and clean. Shave every day and you'll always look keen. An old lady died in a bathtub. She died from a terrible fit. In order to fulfill her wishes, she was buried in 6 feet of shaving cream. Be nice and clean. Shave every day and you'll always look keen. When I wasn't friends with the army, one day I looked into my kit. I thought I would find me a sandwich, but the darn thing was loaded with shaving cream. Be nice and clean. Shave every day and you'll always look keen. And now, folks, my story is ended. I think it is time I should quit. If any of you feel offended, stick your head in a barrel of shaving cream. Be nice and clean. Shave every day and you'll always look keen.
Or that be Benny Bell and Paul Wynn with shaving cream. It's a substance we've heard of, but we've never actually been a using. Because me beard be a testimony that I be not knowing what a shaving cream be. Now, we'll be back before you can be a walk in the gangplank and giving yourself a good scratch. So grab some grog and give me a listen to these vintage sponsors right here on the Captain's Quarters.
This is the coffee pot at work. Listen to it perk. Look at the coffee as it gets darker and stronger. Smell the honest coffee smell. Ah, smell it. But will this cup of coffee taste as good as it smells? You bet it will, because it's Maxwell House, the coffee that tastes as good as it smells every time. Maxwell House coffee tastes as good as it smells every time. If you like to look at good coffee, listen to good coffee, smell good coffee, and taste good coffee, brew Maxwell House, the coffee that tastes as good as it smells every time. Maxwell House is good to the last drop. It tastes as good as it smells every time. Maxwell House.
You know, there are lots of activities going on about this season of the year. The one you'll find uppermost in the minds of most high school students, especially toward the end of any week, is football. And the night before the big game, there's generally a rally. Now, you don't want to be late, but before you go, remember, you're planning to bring the gang in afterwards. Now you've got the idea. Put plenty of Coke in that refrigerator. Ice-cold Coca-Cola will be a mighty welcome sight when you return. You know, it's a good idea to keep plenty of Coke on ice all the time. Coca-Cola has a distinctive flavor, all its own, a flavor that has never been equaled. Coca-Cola is popular with everyone, which makes it ideal when you're expecting guests. Now, that's true whether it's a casual gathering like this one or a planned party. The bright, bracing flavor of Coke is always welcome. It's a flavor that has made Coca-Cola the most asked-for soft drink in the world. Have a Coke.
Well, it appears you survived your very first commercial set. Those are vintage commercials, and eventually they may be replaced by sponsors. But in the meantime, I hope you enjoyed what you got there. Hey, you got everything you paid for. Yeah, I've heard some people complaining a bit about the heat. But remember, it ain't the heat that's a problem. It's the humidity. When you feel like you're swimming in your shorts, you might just be, because it's humid out there. Boy, it be humid. That's what's coming up now, here on the Captain's Quarters.
Hot, you're kidding me? And it's humid as hell. Where were you yesterday?
Kicking in the mall just the other day. I was checking out the girlies and the schmucks and the toupees. It was time to get busy. It started getting dark. So we busted out the door onto the sidewalk. Walking back to the hotel from the bagel shop. It was so damn humid. Air was on us like a mop. I was shredding like a mule. I was frying like a blintz. I was swimming in my shorts, if you get the hint.
Oi, it's so humid. Oi, it's so humid. Oi, it's so humid. Like the sauna in here. Oi, it's so humid. Oi, it's so humid. Oi, it's so humid. Like the sauna in here.
3:15, we were chilling out front. Working up an appetite, thinking about lunch. Motivating on the beach, hanging out by Wolfies. Thinking about pumpernicks or maybe even Schultzes. I'll have a corned beef or a quarter pound of brisket. The salmon didn't look so hot, I didn't wanna risk it. Belching by the window, I was getting kinda hot. I felt just like a brisket that was boiling in a pot.
Oi, it's so humid. Oi, it's so humid. Oi, it's so humid. Like the sauna in here. Oi, it's so humid. Oi, it's so humid. Oi, it's so humid. Like the sauna in here.
Irving!
Hot!
It's hot as hell. Don't we have any friends with air conditioning?
Doesn't Myrtle have air conditioning?
Myrtle? You mean octogenarian mutant ninja Myrtle?
That's the girl. Myrtle.
Let's go. Let's
say we walk over there.
What? No, what? Are you crazy? I'm sick of this. Huh?
Let's say we take a bus.
Let me take a bus. It'd be better.
Okay, let's get it.
Just go somewhere I'm flying like a blintz.
So you think you're bad with your rap? Well, I'll tell ya, Pilgrim, I started the crap. When you were in diapers and wetting the sheets, I was at the Ponderosa rapping to the beat. Da ha, da ha, da ha 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 ha. Sure, I rustled some cattle and tended the sheep, but my main concern was rapping to the beat. I don't bother nobody, I'm a real nice guy, kinda laid back like a dead fly. Da ha, da ha, da ha 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 ha, da ha, da ha, da ha 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 ha. I'm talking here and now. Later for the cattle and rustling the cow. If I had a chance to do a repeat, you can bet your sweet dippy I'd be rapping to the beat. Da ha, da ha, da ha 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 ha. Que pasa, amigos? Not a pasa, I see. 200 punks, well, what you gonna do? I got 2 6-shooters that'll see me through. That's 12 dead and 188 pallbearers. Da ha, da ha, da ha 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 ha. What I do on your grave won't pass for flowers either. Now Curtis Blow, Run DMC, you haven't heard a rap till you heard it from me. I'm the baddest rapper in history, and there'll be no more after me. Da ha, da ha, da ha ha. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, Santa Barbara that is, swimming pools and movie stars. Well, the first thing you know, Ron's the president. The kin folks said, Ron, move away from there. Said in the White House is where you oughta be. So he loaded up the Lincoln and he moved to D.C. Washington, that is. Politicians taking a sip. Foreign dignitaries taking a trip. High tax and plenty Cadillacs. Da ha, da ha, da ha 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 ha, da ha, da ha, da ha 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 ha. Now you see me in my movies doing my thing, but deep in my heart I've wanted to sing. Way down up on the Swanee River, far, far away. Titwillow, titwillow, titwillow. I don't think that's your style, but I'll tell you, Pilgrim, I'm versatile. Aretha Franklin, Aretha Franklin, Aretha Franklin, let me rock you, Aretha Franklin, let me rock you, Aretha Franklin, that's all I wanna do, Aretha Franklin. Da ha, da ha, da ha 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 ha, da ha, da ha, da ha 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 ha. Oh, I'm feeling the groove now, Pilgrim. Party over here. Party over there. There's nothing to it. The way we do it. Whoop, whoop. East Coast. West Coast. Texas. Every time I put on pants, I tell you, Pilgrim, I wanna dance. I put a quarter in the juke, then I commence to doing the duke. Da ha, da ha, da ha 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 ha, da ha, da ha, da ha 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 ha. It's pretty easy, as you can see. Just move your arms kinda freely. Do a pause and take a step, and just be sure the beat is kept. Da ha, da ha, da ha ha ha, I was at the Ponderosa rapping to the beat, trying to cool off from the desert heat. I discovered something really neat. The Duke has moves with his feet. Da-ha, da-ha, da-ha. I won plenty of ladies with my charms, but they like me the most for the moves of my arms. Whoa. Whoa. I'm gonna rap in the east, gonna rap in the west. I'll show ya, pilgrim, who's the best. Nothing to it, the way we do it. Skibble a bebop, weebop, Scooby-Doo. Guess what, America, we love you. Da-ha, da-ha, da-ha. Da-ha, 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 da-ha. Everybody, da-ha, 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 da-ha.
Ha 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 ha! That was a bit of a change of pace, weren't it? You didn't think I had it in me. But you never know what will be coming out of these speakers when you set the captain to set your course. Never can tell. Speaking of which, you gotta have good mental health. Oh, I forgot to tell you. What were you listening to just a moment ago? Where's me notes? Here it is. You were listening to Two Live Jews with Oi, It's So Humid. Yeah, they don't even know how to speak. It should be Oi, It Be So Humid. Proper pirate talk. And then there's Sean Brown with The Rappin' Duke. Some of us remember good old Duke, the John Wayne, and that was a nice little tribute to the man. But now, we're gonna have a little bit of shuffle time. I don't mean shuffleboard, I mean the Thorazine shuffle, right here on the captain's quarters.
This is a song about mental health, and it's dedicated to those who need to be medicated. Johnny was a kid who grew up in the city. His mother was a drunk. His dad had lots of money. And when he was 18, he took a baseball bat and smashed out all the windows of his dad's Cadillac. They said that he was mental and locked him up for observations, like they usually do in cases like this, and took away his bat and gave him heavy medications. We're talking major tranquilizers at 6 and 8 and 10. You know he used to be a slugger, but he'll never swing again, 'cause he's doing the shuffle, the Thorazine shuffle. He's doing the shuffle, the Thorazine shuffle. Well, now he met a girl in there by the name of Frankie Lane. She had a thought disorder and she lived in constant pain. 'Cause when she tried to speak, nothing came out right. But she could really do the shuffle, so they did it every night. They shuffled in the kitchen, they shuffled in the hall, they shuffled to the telephone, they shuffled through the call, they shuffled by the nurse's desk and in the patient lounge. They shuffled in the quiet room when no one was around, and they were doing the shuffle, the Thorazine shuffle. They were doing the shuffle, whoa, the Thorazine shuffle. Well, now they're great big brown pills, and they look like M&Ms. They won't melt in your mouth, and they won't melt in your hands. They melt down in your stomach, and they end up on your mind. Is everybody ready? Oh, it's medication time. Well, now you take your right arm and you shake it all around. to speak, but you just mumble the lot. So you hold on to your head, 'cause it's the only one you got. And then you do on the shuffle. Yeah, 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 the Thorazine shuffle. Whoa, whoa, you do on the shuffle. Hey, the Thorazine shuffle. Well, isn't it a pity? Oh, isn't it too bad? It's back to reality for Johnny. It's back to mom and dad. Yeah, Johnny's on the street now, so if you see him, tell him hi. Hey, Sport, how you doing? But I wouldn't be too surprised if Johnny don't reply. You see, he's got his sunglasses on, and he's doing the shuffle. Whoa, whoa, the Thorazine shuffle. Yeah, he's doing the shuffle. Whoa, the Thorazine shuffle. Come on now, come on now.
People tell me I ought to save my money so that I could be laid away in style in a walnut box with all the fancy trimming, vacuum sealed to keep me fresh a while. But send me to glory in a glad bag. Don't waste a fancy coffin on my bones. Just put me out on the curb next Tuesday. Let the sanitation local bear me home. Sell all my worldly possessions and buy yourself a case or two of Pabst. Let the empties be my memorial tombstone. Engrave them with this epitaph. Send me to glory in a glad bag. Don't waste a fancy coffin on my bones. Just put me out on the curb next Tuesday. Let the sanitation local bear me home. If I should die upon the eve of Christmas, just place my baggie by the Christmas tree. And when the children, they open all their goodies, the big surprise would be the death of me. Send me to glory in a glad bag. Don't waste the fancy coffin on my bones. Put me out on the curb next Tuesday. Let the sanitation local bear me home. But maybe I am not bound for glory, but to that other place I would not choose. And if it seems that I'm headed in that direction, then an oven bag would be the thing to use. Send me to glory in a glad bag. Don't waste the fancy coffin on my bones. Just put me out on the curb next Tuesday. Let the sanitation local bear me home. Send me to glory in a glad bag. Don't waste a fancy coffin on my bones. Just put me out on the curb next Tuesday. Let the sanitation local bear me home.
You always wondered what recycling was all about. Now you be knowing that there was Send me to glory in a glad bag, my good old John Big. Oh, and don't forget, you had your medicine there. A little bit of medicine can help the sugar go down. That was modern entertainment with the Thorazine shuffle. Now, where were we? We had something good here. One more.
Hey, Captain, is it time for me sing? You promised
What do
I
you
can
be doing
sing
it?
a song on this
Babushka,
show.
why don't
It's
you-
all warmed up and ready. I want to
no,
hear.
I left the door open.
Wow,
What
wow,
was I
wow,
thinking?
wow, wow.
At least she's heading out. She'll go scare the rats away. That is always a good thing. I better get some music going before she comes back and sing some more. Let's get to Eleanor Rigby, to my Doodles Weaver. That's one she seems to enjoy. And while she enjoys it, she won't be singing for us. Trust me, the only thing worse than her cooking be her singing.
Eleanor Rigby picks up the mice in the Eleanor Rigby raises the price, chops up the ice. Eleanor Rigby looks through the light, and I'm trying to sing a song. All I want to do is do Eleanor. I'll do it myself. Oh, look at all the lonely people. Eleanor Rigby eats all the rice in the church where her wedding had been. No, not eats all the rice. Eleanor Rigby picks up the dice, raises the price, chops up the ice, traffics in vice. Oh, no. Kills all the mice in the church. So that would be cruel. Maybe I better start again. Eleanor Rigby picked up the rice in the church where her wedding had been. Lives in a dream, waits by the window, wearing a face that she keeps in this jar by the door. That's strange. Most of my friends wear their faces on their head. Who is it for? All the lonely people. Where do they all come from? All the lonely people. Where do they all belong? Father Mackenzie writing the words to a sermon that no one will hear. No one is near. Look at him working, darning his socks in the night when there's nobody there. What a weirdo priest this guy is. First he writes a sermon for a bunch of deaf people, and he turns off the lights in his room and darns socks. Can't you just hear him in the dark with those sharp needles? Knit one, ouch, and purl two, knit one, ouch, purl two, ouch. No wonder they call him the Band-Aid Bishop. Oh, the song. No one's to care, all the lonely people. Where do they all come from? All the bony people, no, all the ornery, all the ugly people, pugly reeple, I'm a creeple, go climb a steeple. No. Oh, where do they all belong? Eleanor Rigby, Catherine Figby, Gwendolyn Bugby, let's go play rugby, Madeline Snagby, Clustering Hugby, Harriet Gentry, Victor Borgie, Liberace, Thomas Dewey, Rudy Valley, Mike Mazurki, Albuquerque, have some jerky, you're a turkey. Eleanor Rigby died in the church and was buried along with her name. Nobody came. Speaking of churches, did you hear about the religious skunk who went to church each Sunday and sat in his own pew? Did you hear about the frustrated duck? He couldn't get his down up. Father Mackenzie wiping the dirt from his hand as he works from the grave. There's that funky Mackenzie guy again. Not only he writes punk sermons and louses up his socks, but he can't even throw dirt straight. You dig 16 ton and what do you get? Filthy! Ready for the biz bag. Oh, look at all the lonely people. All the lonely people. Where do they all belong? Oh, my little hand.
Hey, babe, I want a boogie. Boogie, woogie, woogie with me. Hey, babe, I want a boogie. Boogie woogie woogie with me. We can boogie over here, we can boogie over there. Come on, babe, we can boogie everywhere. Hey, babe, I wanna boogie. Boogie woogie woogie with me. Hey, babe, you wanna boogie? Boogie woogie woogie with me. Hey, babe, you wanna boogie? Boogie woogie woogie with me. We can boogie in the house, we can boogie in the yard. Come on, baby, it ain't very hard. Hey, babe, I wanna boogie. A boogie woogie woogie with me. Hey, babe, you wanna boogie? A boogie woogie woogie with me. Hey, babe, you wanna boogie? A boogie woogie woogie with me. We can boogie in the living room, boogie in the den. Come on, baby, let's do it all again. Hey, babe, I wanna boogie. A boogie woogie woogie with me. Boogie woogie woogie with me.
Now there's the kind of gentle that you want to have dating your ex. By the way, that was John Hartford with Boogie with Me. We'll be back in just a moment here on the Captain's Quarters. We're going to a sponsor right now from Heroes Comic Shop. Nice little place right there in Elmira Heights.
Look, Sidekick, a shop just for heroes.
No, it's a comic book shop and it's for everyone.
Not possible. See, it's even right in the name, Heroes. So that means you'll need to stay out here whilst I go shopping.
It's Heroes, your mom threw out comic shop, and it's for everyone, including sidekicks.
Hey guys, the little guy is right. It's all about the love of comics, and not whether you can fly or not. But, by the way, I do love the cape.
Gee, thanks.
So Heroes Comic Shop is located at 130 West 14th Street in Elmira Heights, New York. We're open Wednesday through Saturday. You can check us out at momthroughout.com.
Oh, look! They have Archie comics!
Heroes Comics, for every kind of hero.
See? That weren't as bad as going to see the tooth doctor. Now that be putting me to thinking about this here jig. Now where be we putting that? Here, let me, I know I see it here somewhere. Where is it? Oh, I'll find it in a moment.
Daddy!
Molly, my dear, I be on the air, and when I be on the air, I be the captain. Not just Daddy, I'm the captain.
Okay, Dad, Captain. Bye!
Now, that there be my beautiful little gal, Molly. Now, where was it? Oh, yes, here it be. Bill Cosby with Dentist.
Dentists tell you not to pick your teeth with any sharp metal object. Then you sit in their chair, and the first thing they grab is an iron hook. Now the dentist pulls out a needle. This is to deaden the pain. Should open up. Now a regular doctor giving you a shot will go, and that's it. Dentists don't do that. They go. And you're there. Then they want to talk to you. Do you ever do any fishing? Where do you usually go? Yes, I've been there many times myself. Now he pulls the needle out, puts this thing in your mouth. This will suck up your face. The dentist goes outside to laugh at you. And you sit, grown-up, intelligent human being, arguing with this thing. You also notice that the right side of your face feels like it's sliding off of your skull. And your bottom lip is in your lap. So the dentist comes back, you want to talk to him. So you say, I beg your pardon? I said it. I don't understand. Maddie said it. Did you see my face? The what? Eddie, City, Maddie said it. Need your face? Yes. What's the matter with it? Whether it's Maddie made it? Maddie said it. My face is heady down. Did you see this? It is my bottom lip. It wasn't like this when I came in here. Well, I'll fix it. I hope so. Because when you put a needle in my mouth, my face went down like this, my bottom lip is on the floor. So I can't live like this now. I'll fix it. I will cut it. Now he starts to drill. And you see and smell smoke coming out of your mouth. So you say, what's the matter? Smell it. What? Smell it. There is some smoke coming out of your mouth. I don't understand. Fire! Do you understand the fire? There's a fire in my mouth and the smoke is coming out because of fire. And my face is heavy on the floor. The fire? Yes. Where? Never mind. Now he drills some more and you hear him make a mistake. And to cover it up, they all say the same thing. Okay, rinse. Ribbons? You asked me to ribbons? I've been headed by the ribbons. How can I ribbons? Give it a try. Okay. Grab the cup, pour the water, it runs all down. I hope that you are satisfied. I put the water in my mouth. I told you I can't read it because I had about a minute. The water will all down in my mouth. I hope that you are satisfied. Rinse again. You've got to be kidding me. So you pick it up, put it in. Now you're going to spit into this miniature toilet bowl. You have no bottom lip, so you let it all fall out. Say, thank God for gravity. Now you want to sit back, but you can't because hanging from your bottom lip is a long line, and you can't get it off your bottom lip. So you sit back. Now you have a line from the bowl to your bottom lip. The dentist looks at it and says, oh, look, a rainbow.
A manly song I like to sing a manly song. My manly friends all sing along as we sing our manly song. I am a manly man who lives a manly life in my manly house with my manly wife and two manly children and a manly guinea pig. My bookshelf is quite small and my TV's really big. A manly song I like to sing a manly song. My manly friends all sing along as we sing our manly song. I was driving like a man when a tire flew off the hub. So I grabbed my cell phone manfully and called the auto club. Well, I stood there like a man until they came along. And as she changed my tire, I sang this manly song. A manly song I like to sing a manly song. My manly friends all sing along as we sing our manly song. And we say, hey! We say, hey! It's fun to say, hey, 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 hey! In a manly way.
Well, I long for the days when a man was a man, when belching was a sport, and chest hair wasn't banned. We went to Manitoba, and we ate manatee stew, where little's all we did, and nothing's all we knew. A manly song I like to sing a manly song. My manly friends all sing along, long, 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 as we sing our manly song.
Well, we just sailed from Bill Cosby right there, and then traversed our way right on into the Argent Worms with a manly song. But what can be more manly than a nice pair of polka dot undies right here on the captain's quarters?
Well, I went for a drive in my pickup truck. I picked up my girl 'cause I wanted to show her my gloves 'cause she had on her mitts. And I blushed brightly when she showed me her perfume that she buys whenever Avon calls. So I took off my pants and I showed her my polka dot undies. My polka dot undies. Yeah, my polka dot undies from Miracle Mart. I said, look, be careful. I think I'm gonna turn a sharp corner and go up on the grass. She leaned out the window and I thought I saw her pointing to something that flashed by real quick. She said, hey, look at that. It looks just like your polka dot undies. Polka dot undies. Yeah, my polka dot undies that I wear back to front. She smiled and she said, have you seen my brother's new car? Or the one that he stole? Then she asked me to look up her whole damn family. And I went into shock when I found out it was her sister who really liked polka dot undies. Polka dot undies. Was firm. She'd swallow almost anything except for stories that her brother didn't like birds but hung around leather bars and liked to eat fish and chips, and he still sucked his thumb. I said, I don't mind, and she kissed me on my polka dot undies. My polka dot undies. I kissed her softly and I said, I'll tell you what, let's roll up the windows and I'll eat your last bar strawberry chocolate, the one that's in the parcel. She said, no, 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 and she called me a taxi. And I said, I beg your pardon for getting home real fast before I lose my polka dot undies. Polka dot undies. The moral of the story, like a jewel, it is gleaming, but you'll never find it in a glass of warm milk or tea, 'cause it will not fit. And you probably already think I am full of vague innuendos and double-meaning rhymes, but I'll tell you that obscenity is all in your polka dot undies. Your polka dot undies. Yeah, your edible undies. Your polka dot undies. Yeah.
Who is it?
It's me, Dave. Open up, man. I got the stuff.
Who is it?
It's me, Dave, man. Open up. I got the stuff.
Who?
It's Dave, man. Open up. I think the cops saw me come in here.
Who is it?
It's Dave, man. Will you open up? I got the stuff with me.
Who?
Dave, man. Open up.
Dave?
Yeah, Dave. Come on, man. Open up. I think the cops saw me.
Dave's not here.
No, man. I'm Dave, man. Hey, come on, man.
Who is it?
It's Dave, man. Will you open up? I got the stuff with
Who?
me. Dave, man. Open up.
Dave?
Yeah, Dave.
Dave's not here.
No, man. I am Dave, man. Will you... Come on. Open up the door, will you? I got the stuff with me. I think the cops saw me.
Who is it?
Oh, what the hell is it? Go, man, open up the door. It's Dave.
Who?
Dave. D-A-V-E. Will you open up the goddamn
Dave?
door? Yeah, Dave.
Dave?
Right, man. Dave. Now, will you open up the door?
Dave's not here.
Oh.
That was definitely a nice little brew of Bowser and Blues, with some polka dot undies, with a sprinkling of Cheech and Chong's Dave's Not Here to add a touch of sparkle. Well, we be needing to run a rig, so's when we return in the second hour, we'll be a bit more touched in the head, and one more step to the witching hour. You stays put, if you be knowing what's good for ye. You've been listening to the Captain's Quarters, here on 106.5. The Pirate.
It slices, it dices, it chops it into pieces. It makes it go away.
That's right, folks. You too can be the proud owner of the Comet Cutter. If you have problems with comets popping up all over the place, you need a Comet Cutter. You chop them, you slice them, you dice them, and then you make them go away. No more comet problems for you. Be sure to order your Comet Cutter from Whamco today.
It chops it into pieces. It makes it go away.
Hi, kids.
Hi, Pedro.
Kids, let's all sing the Keds song. If you want shoes with lots of pep, get Keds, kids, Keds. For bounce and zoom in every step, get Keds, kids, Keds. You'll be a champion with style. Hit that ball a half a mile. They're tough, they last a long, long while. Keds, kids, Keds. There's a pair of smart youngsters. Hi, kids.
Hi, kiddo.
Say, why do you kids wear Keds?
So I can run faster and jump farther. So I can win more often.
Right. Always look for the label big and blue. Keds, kids, Keds. That spells out U.S. Keds for you. Keds, kids, Keds. Those shock-proof arches sure are neat. The right support for growing feet. So be a champion athlete. Keds, kids, Keds. Product of United States Rubber.
You're listening to 1410 WELM Elmira and 106.5 FM The Pirate.
Welcome back to the second hour of me show, me boy. And boy, oh boy, have we got some splendiferous bits and baubles right in store for ye. For example, the final 40. It'd be extremicated right from the request sent to us via the mail of...
That's email, you dolt.
That's what me be saying.
They can also call us at 323 Heave-Ho.
I'd like to heave-ho you.
But was that my little pumpernickel?
Nothing, my dear. You old sea hag.
Well, here, let me help you get this show going again.
Abash, you old bat. Heave-ho!
Heave-ho! Heave-ho! Johnny! Johnny!
We're all doomed. Oh, that's better.
See? I made it so better. I'm going to see about that dinner and work on my suntan.
Me's not even hungry, and it be night time out, you crazy old bat. And don't slam the door. Well, we better stop wasting time and get right back to the music. Let's start off the second hour here with a ballad of Irving, and I think it's one that'll set straight to ye heart.
The Ballad of Irving. He was short and fat and rode out of the west with a Mogan David on his silver vest. He was mean and nasty right clear through, which was kind of weird, because he was yellow, too. They called him Irving. Big Irving. Big short Irving. Big short fat Irving. The 142nd fastest gun in the West. He came from the old bar mitzvah spread with a 10-gallon yarmulke on his head. He always followed his mother's wishes. Even on the range he used 2 sets of dishes. Irving. Big fat Irving. Big sissy Irving. The 142nd fastest gun in the West. 141 could draw faster than he, but Irving was looking for 143. Walked in a Saul saloon like a man insane and ordered 3 fingers of 2 cents plain. Irving. Big fat Irving. Big sport Irving. The 142nd fastest gun in the West. One day, Bad Max happened into town. His aim was to shoot Fat Irving down. Bad Max said, draw and draw right now, and Irving drew a picture of a cow. Irving. Big fat Irving. Big gunfighter Irving. The 142nd fastest gun in the West. The James boys was coming on a train at first sun, and the town said, Irving, we need your gun. Well, that train pulled in at the break of dawn. Irving's gun was there, but Irving was gone. Irving. Big fat Irving. Big help Irving. The 142nd fastest gun in the West. Well, finally, Irving got 3 slugs in the belly. It was right outside the Frontier Deli. He was sitting there twirling his gun around, and Butterfingers Irving gunned himself down. Irving. Big fat Irving. Big dum-dum Irving. Big dum-dum dead Irving. The 142nd fastest gun in the West. Really?
Take away the trees and the birds all have to sit upon the ground. And take away their wings and the birds all have to walk to get around. And take away consume me everywhere. Take away the feathers and the birds will walk around in underwear. Take away their, and the birds will have to whisper when they sing. Chirp, chirp. And take away their common sense and they'll be headed southward in the spring. Oh, remember me, my darling, when spring is in the air and the bald-headed birds are whispering everywhere. You see them walking southward in their dirty underwear. That's Tennessee bird walk. How about some trees so the birds won't have to sit upon the ground? And how about some wings so the birds won't have to walk to get around? And how about a bird bath or two so the birds will all be clean? And how about some feathers so their underwear no longer will be seen? How about a little so the birds won't have to whisper when they sing? And how about some common sense so there won't be blocking traffic in the spring? Oh, remember me, my darling, when spring is in the air and the bald-headed birds are whispering everywhere. You see them walking southward in their dirty underwear. That's Tennessee bird walk. That's Tennessee bird walk. That's Tennessee bird walk. That's Tennessee bird walk.
Aye, that is a fun little ditty called The Tennessee Bird Walk by a little lady called Misty Morgan and a friend of hers by the name of Jack Blanchard. Oh, and before that was Frank Gallup's Ballad of Irving. Wasn't that lovely? If you've never heard it before, you definitely had a first time of enjoyment. And if you've heard it before, you had a many time of enjoyment. Now, let's see. Yes, let's get right back to the music with...
Daddy Captain.
Yes, Molly.
Mommy Babushka wants to know if it's her turn to sing yet.
No, not yet, my dear.
Well, don't forget you promised. I wonder if the plants will die like they did the last time Mommy Babushka sang.
Well, I certainly hope not. I certainly hope not, my dear.
Bye!
Bye, my dear.
How did process get started? middle finger. They run so fast, they always get away. I bet you there'll be roaches running around on Judgment Day. I think I'll write the mayor, have them pass a law that would help me get these nasty roaches off my wall. Look at all these roaches around me every day. Need something strong to make them go away. Look at all these roaches, can't take it no more. Get up at night, turn on the light and see the floor show. We're not gonna have no cockroaches on this record. Took over my house and get away. My house is fine, I ain't got time for roaches over here. Came home from a hard day's work and found they drank all my beer. My house is fine, I ain't got time for roaches over here. Came home from a hard day's work and found they drank all my beer. Wait a minute. I'm the baddest one trapping. Wait a minute. I don't want no roaches. You told me I could run. No, I don't want no. Give me the mic. Give me the mic. Right, man, go ahead. Well, I be chilling in the bathtub, swimming in the pool, eating leftovers is the golden rule. Well, I'm a hip hop roach and I'm raising hell. When I'm in New York, I'm down with LL. Rats don't like me, but I don't care, 'cause I'm down by law, and this I swear. When I'm in LA, I'm down with Bobby Jimmy. I like that 'cause then he's got pretty little roach. The roach. The roach is on the road. Somebody at the door for you. What is this, man? What is this? Stop roaches from running around. Stop roaches from running. Don't stop roaches from running around. Stop roaches from running. Somebody shake me. Stop roaches from running around. Stop roaches from running. Stop roaches from running around. Stop roaches from running.
I'm singing you the ballad of a great man of the cloth. His name was Harry Lewis, and he worked for Irving Roth. He died while cutting velvet. On a hot July the 4th, but his cloth goes shining on. Glory, glory, Harry Lewis. Glory, glory, Harry Lewis. Glory, glory, Harry Lewis. His cloth goes shining. Oh, Harry Lewis perished. In the service of his Lord, he was trampling through the warehouse where the drapes of Roth are stored. He had the finest funeral the union could afford, and his cloth goes shining on. Glory, glory, Harry Lewis. Glory, glory. fire was raging, Harry stood by his machine. And when the firemen broke in, they discovered him between a pile of roasted dacron and some French fried gabardine. His cloth goes shining on. Glory, glory, Harry Lewis. Glory, glory, Harry Lewis. Glory, glory, Harry Lewis. His cloth goes shining
We be a setting our course for the final 40. That's right, as we get closer to the witching hour, we got to truly ramp up the insanity. So that means that we be request driven from here on out to the rest of the show. So fly your flags at us by calling 323-EVE-HO. Leave us a message and make it good. What I be a-meaning is, so cleave it to the brisket and be given no quarter when ye be's calling there and making them our requests at 323-EVE-HO. That's Heaveho, for all you pirates that can't be spelling out there. It being a one time when being a lick splitter be an encouragement. Now be taking a moment and appreciate these vintage commercials that we be having here for ye. You can tell things have changed a bunch, even if some people say they ain't changed at all. Like me granny says, she was still walking uphill both ways when she was going to fishing school. Truly, I don't even know she had feet. Ye be listening to the Captain's Quarters.
Back to present ancient Chinese pantomime, just for fun of it, Jello tonight. Back to present small Chinese type baby waiting for dessert. Chinese mother bling baby, Jello, famous Western delicacy. Poor Chinese baby. He unable to tell if this Jello is strawberry, raspberry, jelly, orange, lemon, lime, apple, black raspberry, black jelly, or grape. Jello come in all 10 flavors. Poor Chinese baby. But Chinese mother bling baby, great Western invention. Spoon. Spoon was invented for eating Jello. Baby find this is grape Jello. Deep, dark, delicious new flavor. Chinese baby very happy. So end ancient Chinese pantomime. Is pretty good commercial, no?
Hey, there's Hasbro. Hasbro makes toys. What's new, Hasbro?
Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head with their own cars and trailers. That's what's new. See, Mr. Potato Head has a car and boat trailer. And there's a car and shopping trailer for his wife, Mrs. Potato Head. It's such fun to do, and so easy. Like this. Take any fruit or vegetable. Just stick in eyes, then ears, and then the mouth. You can make the funniest looking people in the whole world. Potato Head people look different every time you make them. Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head with cars and trailers come in $1 and $2 sizes.
What else is new, Hasbro?
A vanity case with toy cosmetics and beautiful accessories and real-looking doctor and nurse kits.
Hasbro makes great toys. It's fun to play with Hasbro.
Well, we're back, and it's time to be setting course straight into turbulent waters. So we're handing over the helm to you, the listener, and you're going to be requesting songs from us for the next 14 minutes. And trust me, it will either be horrible or wonderful. It all depends upon ye. Let's go to the phones and get our first request. Ahoy there. So what be you requesting from ye old friend, the Captain?
Hello? Yes, I would like to request You Make Me by Weird Al Yankovic. Thank you.
Well, I can't be saying he cut me right to the quick for that one. So's here it be. Weird Al Yankovic's You Make Me.
slam my head against the wall. You make me do the limbo. You make me wanna buy a Slurpee at the mall. You make me watch the Gong Show. There's really something kind of strange about you, baby, but I can't exactly seem to put my finger on it. You make me, you make me, you make me. That's what you do to me. You make me wanna hide a weasel in my shorts. You make me wanna phone home. You make me wanna write a dozen book reports. Then pack myself in styrofoam. Sometimes you make me wanna build a model of the Eiffel Tower out of Belgian waffles. You make me, you make me, you make me. That's what you do to me. You make that's what you do. You make that's what you do. You make that's me. What you do to me. You make me wanna hang out in a trailer park. Then take my hamster to the beach. You make me wanna do my laundry in the dark and use a recommended bleach. When I'm with you, I don't know whether I should study neurosurgery or go to see the Care Bears movie. You make me, you make me, you make me. That's what you do to me. You make that's what you do. You make that's what you do. You make that's me. What you do to me. That's what you do to me. That's what you do to me. That's what you do to me. Staple bagels to my face, then remove them with a pitchfork. You know there's something quite unusual about you, but I can't exactly seem to put my finger on it. You make me, you make me, you make me. That's what you do to me. You make that's what you do. You make that's what you do. You make that's what you do to me. You make that's what you do. You make that's what you do. You make that's what you do to me. You make that's what you do. You make that's what you do. You make me. That's what you do to me.
Heads, roly-poly fish heads, eat them up, yum. Fish heads, roly-poly fish heads, eat them up, yum.
In the morning, laughing happy fish heads. In the evening, floating in the soup.
Fish heads, roly-poly fish heads, eat them up, yum.
Ask a fish head anything you want to. They won't answer, they can't talk.
Fish heads, roly-poly fish heads, eat them up, yum.
I took a fish head out to see a movie. Didn't have to pay to get it in.
Fish heads, roly-poly fish heads, eat them up, yum.
They can't play baseball, they don't wear sweaters. They're not good dancers. They don't play drums.
Fish heads, roly-poly fish heads, eat them up, yum.
Roly-poly fish heads are never seen drinking cappuccino in Italian restaurants with Oriental women.
Fish heads, roly-poly fish heads, eat them up, yum. Fish heads, roly-poly fish heads, eat them up, yum, yum. Fish heads, roly-poly fish heads, eat
Now there be a request that takes me back to me childhood. It's Fish Heads by Barnes and Barnes. Nothing better than having a childhood friend that's nothing more than a fish head. If you haven't ever had one, you really should go out and find one and befriend one. Oh, speaking of befriending, we've had another request. And yes, these requests also come in by the male of E. Don't listen to what Bad Bushka's saying. She doesn't understand. It's male of E, not he-male. She gets very confuzzled in the kielbasa. Speaking of kielbasa, it be George Carlin right now with Icebox Man, requested once again from the male of E.
I'm the Icebox Man at our house. I'm Icebox Man! I answer the call when there's a need at the Icebox. 2 very important responsibilities. The first one is keeping people from standing with the door to the refrigerator open for more than 45 minutes at a time. God, that gets me mad. You want to close that goddamn door, please? You want to close the door? You're letting out all of the coldness I saved overnight. Come on, close the door. You know, some guy smoked 8 joints and he's gonna inventory my refrigerator. Here's $50. Go down to the Burger King. What do you got? I'll save more than that on electricity alone. Close the goddamn door, will you? Look, if you want to know what's in there, why don't you take a Polaroid picture and go away and look at the picture and then come back and figure out what you want? Years ago, we didn't have Polaroid cameras. We had to make an oil painting of what was in there. Well, I don't let it get me down, because there's a bigger responsibility, and that is getting into that refrigerator and deciding which things need to be thrown away. Most people will not take that responsibility. Most people will just go and get what they want, leave everything else alone, and say, well, someone else wants that. Someone else will eat that. Meanwhile, the thing is getting smaller and smaller and smaller, and is in fact stuck to the rack. Well, I've got to go in there and decide when to throw things away. Chocolate pudding? Does anyone want this last chocolate pudding? I have just 1 chocolate pudding left. It's only pulled away from the side of the dish about 3 inches all the way around. And there's a huge fault running through the center of the pudding. Actually, it's nothing but a ball of skin at this point. Does anyone want a ball of fault-ridden chocolate pudding skin? I'm only going to throw it away. Do people do that with you? Offer you some food that if you don't eat it, they're only gonna throw it away. Well, doesn't that make you feel dandy? Here's something to eat, Dave. Hurry up, it's spoiling. Something for you, Angela. Eat quickly, that green pot is moving. Here, Bob, eat this before I give it to an animal. You ever been looking through the refrigerator and you come across an empty plate? Boy, that starts me to wondering. Did something eat something else? Oh. Maybe the olives ate the tuna. Maybe that chicken isn't really dead yet. Actually, I picture a little mouse with gloves and a parka on, you know. Just waiting for the lights to go out. Perhaps the worst thing that can happen is to reach into the refrigerator and come out with something that you cannot identify at all. You literally do not know what it is. Could be meat, could be cake. Usually at a time like that, I'll bluff. Honey, is this good? Well, what is it? I don't know. I've never seen anything like it. It looks like meat cake. Well, smell it. It has absolutely no smell whatsoever. It's good. Put it back. Somebody is saving it. It'll turn up in something. That's what frightens me. That someone will consider it a challenge and use it just because it's in there. It's a leftover. What a sad word that is. Leftover. How would you like to be a leftover? Well, it wouldn't be bad if they were taking people out to be shot. I might even volunteer. But you know, leftovers make you feel good twice. Did you ever think about that? Leftovers give you two separate good feelings. When you first put them away, you feel really intelligent. I'm saving food. And then, after a month, when hair is growing out of them, and you throw them away, you feel really intelligent. I'm saving my life. When you make a sandwich at home, do you reach down past the first 3 or 4 pieces of bread to go down and get the good bread? It's kind of a self-preservation thing, you know? What you're really saying is, let my family eat the rotten bread. I'll take care of numero uno. And down you go into the loaf, down looking for the 2 that you want. A matching pair. And you have to be careful pulling them out so they don't tear. And then when you get them to the top, the upper 8 slices fall the other way. I never straighten them out. I think, screw it, let them think a burglar made a sandwich. Not my job, straightening out the bread. Gotta tell me, in the refrigerator, who is it, please, that puts into the refrigerator the half-gallon containers of milk with only that much left in them? I get one of those every time. Hey, here's some milk. God, not enough to drink. Better put that back, huh? I know my responsibilities.
Well, a Scotsman clad in kilt left the bar one evening fair, and one could tell by how he walked that he'd drunk more than his share. He fumbled round until he could no longer keep his feet, and he stumbled off into the grass to sleep beside the street. Ring-ding-diddle-diddle-I-D-O, ring-da-diddle-I-O. He stumbled off into the grass to sleep beside the street. About that time, 2 young and lovely girls just happened by. One says to the other with a twinkle in her eye, "See yon sleeping Scotsman, so strong and handsome built. I wonder if it's true what they don't wear beneath the kilt." Ring-ding-diddle-diddle-I-D-O, ring-da-diddle-I-O. I wonder if it's true what they don't wear beneath the kilt. They crept up on that sleeping Scotsman quiet as could be, lifted up his kilt about an inch so they could see, and there, behold, for them to view beneath his Scottish skirt was nothing more than God had graced him with upon his birth. Ring-ding-diddle-diddle-I-D-O, ring-da-diddle-I-O, was nothing more than God had graced him with upon his birth. They marveled for a moment, then one said, "We must be gone. Let's leave a present for our friend before we move along." As a gift they left a blue silk ribbon tied into a bow. Around the bonny star the Scots kilt did lift and show. Ring-ding-diddle-diddle-I-D-O, ring-da-diddle-I-O. Around the bonny star the Scots kilt did lift and show. Now the Scotsman woke to nature's call and stumbled towards the trees. Behind the bush he lifts his kilt and gawks at what he sees. And in a startled voice he says to what's before his eyes, "Oh, lad, I don't know where you've been, but I see you won first prize." Ring-ding-diddle-diddle-I-D-O, ring-da-diddle-I-O. Oh, lad, I don't know where you've been, but I see you won first prize.
All right there, that was the Scotsman. Requested by... I can't make out the name. It looks like they just had a cat dancing all across the keyboard. But Brian Dowser is the one who put the Scotsman together and makes such a beautiful, beautiful noise that we all can love. Now, let's get back to the request lines and see what we have in store for us.
Groovy, man, groovy. Totally, totally, Captain. I gotta hear me some of the Del Reys with the Martian House. Make it happen, man. Make it happen. Make it feel like we're going out of this world.
Well, had a little more cutting to the quick, but I truly like his attitude. Let's get right on with the Martian Hop.
discovered an important note from space. The Martians plan to throw a dance for all the human race.
Yep, right there was the Martian Hop by the Randells. I got thinking about it. The man who requested it, he seemed a little confuzzled because he said, I think the Del Reys, but I don't know who the Del Reys are, but the Randells are the ones who gave us the Martian Hop. Beautiful, beautiful music. By the way, we're going to be taking a moment to listen to our sponsor. Well, it happens to be Heroes Comics. You get over there, say hello to Jared. Wonderful, wonderful fella. And he plays the most amazing music right there in the background. We'll be back in just a moment with the rest of the Final 40.
Hi, my name is Alfred Sneasley, and when I go to Heroes Comic Shop on 14th Street in Elmira Heights, New York, I'm always greeted with a big smile from Jared.
Hey, Alfred. Hey, how are you today?
And his selection of comics and graphic novels, it's just amazing. I mean, it's what I always dreamed I could be. And he always treats me like the hero I am inside.
I don't just read about the heroes, I become the hero! At Heroes Comic Shop, I become the hero Mom always wanted me to be!
So Heroes Comic Shop is located at 130 West 14th Street in Elmira Heights, New York. We're open Wednesday through Saturday. You can check us out at momthroughout.com.
Now up and away!
We're back, and the Final 40 is counting down quite nicely. We've got a few more requests to go through, and then the witching hour shall be upon us. But fear not, we have plenty of goodness coming your way. For example, a little bit of history about Russian leaders. Not just any kind of Russian leaders, dead ones. It's the ABCs of dead Russian leaders, right here on the Captain's Quarters.
With all the news that there is today, it's hard to keep it all inside my brain. Big Russian guys are dropping like flies. How can I remember all of their names? Now there's help, it's a brand new game. It's the ABCs of dead Russian leaders. The ABCs of dead Russian leaders. When you hear the letter A and drop off is the name to say. The letter B is next in line. Brezhnev's dead, so he'll do just fine. C is for Chernenko. It's the ABCs of dead Russian leaders. The ABCs of dead Russian leaders. It's the atheistic B, they're big shots. The communistic B, they're dead. They were Russian in life, Russian toward death. They read Russian books, they sing. It's hard to fathom 'cause I'm a foreigner. Excitement there is just around the corner. He's got a vital drawer that's marked the ABCs of dead Russian leaders. The ABCs of dead Russian leaders. A, they hate apple pie. B, they hate baseball. C, they like Coolidge 'cause he's dead too. Ooh, Constantine and Uri, just like that, they were gone in a hurry. Before them, there was Lenin, and his name was hard to rhyme until he started being dead. Gorbachev thinks he's home free because his name doesn't start with B. But it's my game, I can change it if I want to. I can make it the ABCG. Yeah. When he hears the letter A and drop off his even name to say. The letter B is next in line. Fresh and dead, so he'll do just fine. C is for Chernenko. It's the ABCs of dead Russian leaders. The ABCs of dead Russian leaders. The ABCs of dead Russian leaders. The ABCs of dead Russian leaders.
Approach, students. Close the circle at the feet of the master. You have come to me asking that I be your guide along the path of Tai Quan Leap. But be warned, to learn its ways, you must learn the ways of your own soul. Let us meditate upon this wisdom now. So,
Sir.
Who disturbs our meditation as a pebble disturbs the stillness of the pond?
Me. Ed Gruberman.
Ed Gruberman.
Yeah, no disrespect or nothing, but how long is this gonna take?
Tai Quan Leap is not a path to a door, but a road leading forever towards the horizon.
So what, an hour or so?
No, we have not even begun upon the path. Ed Gruberman, you must learn patience.
Yeah, patience. How long will that take?
Time has no meaning. To a true student, a year is as a day.
A year? I want to beat people up right now. I got the pajamas. Ha! Ooh, yeah.
Beat people up.
Yeah, just show me all those nifty moves so I can start trashing bozos. That's all I came here for. Pretty good,
The
eh?
only use of Tai Quan Leap is self-defense. Do you know who said that? Ki Lo Ni, the great teacher.
Yeah? Well, the best defense is a good offense. You know who said that? Mel, the cook on Alice.
No, Tai Quan Leap is the wine of purity, not the vinegar of hostility. Meditate upon this truth with us.
Listen, shrimp. Now, are you going to show me some fancy moves, or am I going to start wiping the walls with you?
Ed Gruberman, you failed to grasp Tai Quan Leap. Approach me that you might see.
All right, finally some action.
Observe closely, class. Boot to the head.
Ow, you booted me in the head!
You are lucky, Ed Gruberman. Few novices experience so much of Tai Quan Leap so soon. Now we continue.
Hey, I wasn't ready. Come and get me now, shorty, huh? Come on, are you chicken?
Boot to the head.
Oh! Okay, now I'm ready. Okay, now. Come on, try it now.
Boot to the head.
Mind if I just lie down here for a minute?
Now, class, we shall return
Master?
to our... It is wrong to tip the vessel of knowledge, student.
Many apologies, Master, but I feel Ed Gruberman is not wholly wrong.
What do you mean?
I want to boot some head, too.
Have you learned nothing from the lesson of Ed Gruberman?
Yes, Master. I have learned two things. First, that anger is a weapon only to one's opponent.
Very good.
And secondly, get in the first shot. Boot to the head.
You missed.
Yeah, well...
You two shall be honored to
I can
learn a lesson.
You don't have to,
novice. Boot to the
I
head.
gotta be gone.
Can anyone tell us what lesson has been learned here?
Yes, Master. Not a single one of us could defeat you.
You gain wisdom, child.
So we'll have to gang up on you. Get him down!
Boot to the head. And now, class, let us rejoin the mind to the body and gaze into the heart of the candle in meditation. Very good, class.
You're on the air with the captain. What be your request for tonight?
Yeah, I'd like
Babs?
two
Babushka,
extra
is that you?
pizzas, please.
Are you even listening to me?
One with the
This is-
pepperoni
No. Well, I
and
like
one with
pepperoni.
squid and olives.
No,
It's
no,
my
that's...
favorite.
No, it may be your favorite, but it's
you
disgusting.
know the place. Deliver it. I pay you
Hello?
for it. Thank you.
Can you hear me? Be you even paying attention? Crazy woman.
Dead puppies. Dead puppies. Dead puppies aren't much fun. They don't come when you call. They don't chase squirrels at all. Dead puppies aren't much fun. My puppy died late last fall. He's still rotting in the hall. Dead puppies aren't much fun. No, no, no. Mom says puppies' days are through. She's going to throw him in the stew. Dead puppies aren't much fun. Dead puppies, dead, 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 dead puppies. Dead puppies aren't much fun. Come on, everybody out there, sing along, okay? Dead, 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 dead puppies. Dead, 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 dead.
Ahoy there! That'd be Bill Fresner and Ogden Edst with Dead Puppies Aren't Much Fun. I don't know why they say aren't. It should be ain't. A few moments ago, before me crazy woman called to request a pizza on our request line, we had the Frantics with Boot to the Head. Aye, when you have Babushka around, you feel like you're getting a boot to the head most of your lifetime.
You know I love that organic cooking. I always ask for more. And they call me Mr. Natural on down to the health food store. I only eat good sea salt. White sugar don't touch my lips. And my friends is always begging me to take them on macrobiotic trips. Yes, they are. Oh, but night I take out my strong box that I keep under lock and key. And I take it off to my closet where nobody else can see. I open that door so slowly, take a peek up north and south. Then I pull out a Hostess Twinkie and I pop it in my mouth. Yeah, in the daytime I'm Mr. Natural, just as healthy as I can be. But at night I'm a junk food junkie. Good Lord, have pity on me. Well, at lunchtime you can always find me at the Whole Earth Vitamin Bar. just sucking on my plain white yogurt from my hand-thrown pottery jar. And sipping little hand-pressed cider with a carrot stick for dessert. And wiping my face in a natural way on the sleeve of my peasant shirt. Oh, yeah. Ah, but when that clock strikes midnight and I'm all by myself, I work at combination on my secret hideaway shelf. And I pull out some Fritos corn chips, Dr. Pepper, and an old moon pie. Then I sit back in glorious expectation of a genuine junk food high. Then I take some of my Mr. Natural. Oh yeah, in the daytime I'm Mr. Natural, just as healthy as I can be. Oh, but at night I'm a junk food junkie. Good Lord, have pity on me. All right. My friends down at the commune, they think I'm pretty neat. Oh, I don't know nothing about arts and crafts, but I give them all something to eat. I'm a friend to old Yule Gibbons, and I only eat homegrown spice. I got a John Keats autographed Grecian urn filled up with my brown rice. Yes, I do. Oh, folks, but lately I have been spotted with a Big Mac on my breath, stumbling into a Colonel Sanders with a face as white as death. I'm afraid someday they'll find me just stretched out on my bed with a handful of Pringles potato chips and a ding-dong by my head. In the daytime I'm Mr. Natural, just as healthy as I can be. But at night I'm a junk food junkie. Good Lord, have pity on me.
I can truly sympathize with that man. Me went to Babushka's parents' house once, and they be introducing me to the wonderful world of juicing. I'd be thinking me'd starve to death before that thar visit be over. No man should have to drink his dinner. So's I be sympathetic with Larry Groce's junk food junkie. I truly be. Now, we be having time for but one more jig before the clock chimes doom. So here it be, Kip O'Dada's Wet Dream in the Gulf Stream. Ye been listening to the Captain's Quarters.
It was April the 41st. Being a quadruple leap year, I was driving in downtown Atlantis. My Barracuda was in the shop, so I was in a rented Stingray, and it was overheating. So I pulled into a Shell station. They said I'd blown a seal. I said, fix the damn thing and leave my private life out of it, okay, pal? While they were doing that, I walked over to a place called the Oyster Bar, a real dive. But I knew the owner. He used to play for the Dolphins. I said, hi, Gil! You have to yell, he's hard of hearing. Gil was also down on his luck. Fact is, he was barely keeping his head below water. I bellied up to the sandbar. He poured me the usual. Rusty snail, whole of grunion, shaken, not stirred, with a peanut butter and jellyfish sandwich on the side, heavy on the Mako. I slipped him a fin, on porpoise. I was feeling good. I even dropped a sand dollar in the box for Jerry's squids, for the halibut. Well, the place was crowded. We were packed in like sardines. They were all there to listen to the big band sounds of Tommy Dorsal. What soul! Tommy was rocking the place with a very popular tuna, Salmon Enchanted Evening, and the stage was surrounded by screaming groupers, probably there to see the bass player. One of them was this cute little yellowtail, and she's giving me the eye. So I figured this is my chance for a little fun. You know, piece of Pisces. But she said things I just couldn't fathom. She was too deep, seemed to be under a lot of pressure. Boy, could she drink. She drank a lot. I said, what's your sign? She said, Aquarium. I said, great, let's get tanked.
Think I had a wet dream, cruising through the Gulf Stream.
I invited her up to my place for a little midnight bait. I said, come on, baby, only take a few minnows. She threw me that same old line. Not tonight. I got a haddock. And she wasn't kidding either, because in came the biggest, meanest looking haddock I'd ever seen come down the pike. He was covered with muscles. He came over to me and said, listen, shrimp, don't you come trolling around here. What a crab. This guy was steamed. I could see the anchor in his eyes. I turned to him, I said, abalone. You're just being shellfish. Well, I knew there was going to be trouble, and so did Gil, because he was already on the phone to the cods. The haddock hits me with a sucker punch. I catch him with a left hook. He eels over. It was a fluke, but there he was, lying on the deck, flat as a mackerel. Kelpless. I said, forget the cods, Gil. This guy's going to need a sturgeon. Well, the yellowtail was impressed with the way I landed her boyfriend. She came over to me, she said, hey, big boy, you're really a game fish. What's your name? I said, Marlin. Well, from then on, we had a whale of a time. I took her to dinner. I took her to dance. I bought her a bouquet of flounders. And then I went home with her. And what did I get for my trouble? A case of the clams.
Think I had a wet dream. Cruising through the Gulf Stream. Wet dream. Cruising through the Gulf Stream.
I guess I put it off as far and as long as I possibly can. The witching hour now is upon us, which means it's the captain's obligation to keep his promises. And I promised Babushka she'll be able to sing during the show. So, ladies and gentlemen, Babushka.
1, 2, 3 and 2 day 4. Snoop Doggy Dogg and Dr. Dre is at the door. Ready to make an entrance, so back on up, cause you know we about to rip stuff up. Now give me the microphone first so I can bust like a bubble. Compton and Long Beach together, man, you know you in trouble. Ain't nothing but a G-thing, baby.
Just get it over with. Don't let us all die a horrible death
and this,
listening to this.
It's like that and like this and like that, it's like this. And forget about those, so just chill till the next episode.
I do believe that we've all been tortured quite well enough by the melodious singings thereof the Babushka, and for all those that have survived, listen to that caterwauling. Good night, and we see you next week here on the Captain's Quarters.
And forget about those, so just chill till the next episode.